Hi Capricorn, welcome to your January 2018 reading, and I'm Camille. You're watching Millennial Tarot. Happy holidays if you have not, if it hasn't happened yet. I'm posting these in December, and if you are watching this in January, I hope you had a fabulous time, and if you didn't, then let's pretend that you did. I have so been looking forward to doing this reading. You guys are the last sign that I do every time. I start with my own sun sign Aquarius, and I get to you guys last. So many things happening for you. If you, don't know already, happy birthday. I don't know why you wouldn't know that the sun is moving into your sign. But then we have Saturn moving into the sign of Capricorn. The task maker planet is now in your sun sign, if this is your sun sign, and wherever Saturn is, it's going to restrict, constrain, crystallize, ask you to change, and it's going to be lovely. For me, this is my Saturn return. I am a Capricorn stellium Aquarius baby, and I love you Capricorn so much, except for the ones that I don't. I'm going to go right into your reading. I'm going to do the same 3-card reading to see what's going on with you, and then just going to use this moment to plug my $5 readings. I'm still doing them for $5 for now. Just hit me up below. So let's see what's going on with my mountain goats. What are the messages for Capricorn? January 2018, Capricorn season. Ooh, I'm so relieved to be in Capricorn season. A lot of people don't like it, but I do. I love working hard and being diligent. I love Capricorn. Alright. What are the messages for Capricorn? Let's do one more. Alright, so by the way, you have come up in almost all the readings as the Devil card, which is the Capricorn card. So this is like a hugely Capricorn time. I hope you're feeling alive and loved and alive. Why do I stay soft? Okay, so you're coming into January 2018 with the feelings of the 5 of Swords, and then here we have the 6 of Wands, and then we're ending the reading off with the Hermit. So coming into 2018 with the 5 of Swords, another sign started out this way. Basically just means that you are still wading through a little bit of conflict, and it's not a big deal type of conflict, 5 of Swords being the winners and losers card. This is more like a power struggle. It's more like ego has been tested. Someone has poked and triggered you in a way that's not life-ending, but it's really freaking annoying. And you have either determined that you have come out on top, or you are walking away in defeat and have come out on the bottom. I hope you saw what the second card was. This is why it kind of nullifies what the next card is, kind of nullifies this 5 of Swords. But basically, unfortunately, there's a little bit of conflict happening, and there's a little bit of going back and forth and determining whether you're still on top, determining whether, you should get, I don't want to say revenge, but someone or something is poking at you. And it seems petty, or, it's not like this huge life-changing traumatic thing, but it is enough to throw you off your game. And you don't like that. You are very disciplined, you're very sturdy, steady, and you don't appreciate being thrown off. Conversely, if you are feeling like more of this guy, and you have taken the swords, you are coming into 2018 feeling on top. But it's kind of a false victory, because it's kind of like an ego win. So whatever that conflict was that happened during the holidays, just know that you are leaving it behind in 2017, please. We don't take that into 2018 with us. Knowing that it was an ego struggle, power struggle, knowing that it just poked at some weird trigger that you have, and see it for, I don't want to say innocent, but see it as not having power over you. I know that it was probably upsetting and frustrating is what I was trying to say. I even feel the frustration trying to come up with the word frustration is how you're coming into 2018. Doesn't really matter though, because we have the Six of Wands, and the Six of Wands speaks to that victory. It speaks to getting to a moment in your journey where you can have some reprieve and you can rest and you can say, well, I've made it this far. Let me celebrate how far I've made it this time. With the 5 being immediately followed by the 6, it does tell me that there's still work to be done. It does tell me that even though the victory is real and you deserve to rest and you deserve to celebrate yourself, by the way, this is your happy birthday card as well, more work is to be done, and whatever this was that really threw you off is an opportunity to not be thrown off again in 2018. So although you have transcended it, it is still in your memory. You have a feeling of being lighter, a feeling of, all right, things are finally getting back to how I want them to be. No kidding, in Capricorn season, things do melt a little bit more easier for you. But it is just a step along the way. Like, you have more winning to do and you have more doing to do. But do revel in this energy, but just know that he's still on his horse and he's still marching. There's still things to be done. And then we have the Hermit card. This is Virgo coming up for you, your sister Earth sign. Wait. Virgo. Yes, Virgo is an earth sign. For some reason, I was like, wait a minute, is Virgo an air sign? No! I'm a professional, okay? I try to keep these things in line. But the Hermit is, going within. It is being more wise for having taken time in the dark to see light through the darkness and all these things, and to have a moment of introspection and to really calculate. And with the energies of defeat and winning and winners and losers, there is a real chance now in 2018 in January to kind of rethink your battle strategies. Rethink how you're going to approach the things and the people and the situations that really upset you, so that as you continue on in this year, you are not just spilling your energy everywhere. This is a card of spilling your energy. I know it's an intellectual card. It's a swords card, so it's like an intellectual battle, maybe what's happening, and certainly a lot of going back and forth in your mind, but don't let that steal your energy so that, these small ego things even warrant a big success that you got over them. And the Hermit asks you, in the way that a Virgo would, to be very diligent about that, to be very detailed about how in the year going forward can this not throw me off again, and how can I, maintain on this victory feeling? How can I be a better Capricorn and be a better version of myself? So let's pull some additional cards. What are some additional messages for Capricorn? Let's get some more details here. Whoa. I was almost a Capricorn. Well, yeah, I was supposed to be born a little bit earlier than I was. I'm January 25th, so that would have set me up to be very cuspy Capricorn. But I'm not. Just wanted to throw that little story in there. All right, let's see. Any additional messages? Cool. Nice. Okay, so the Four of Swords came up, and the Four of Swords clarified the Five of Swords. And the Four of Swords, which just came up again for someone else, so these energies are just swirling around us, especially for you at the tail end of the year, you Sagittarians and Capricorns. There was a battle, there was a power struggle, and the Four of Swords is you did take the onus to step back, to reflect. And the Four of Swords speaks to a man or a soldier who is back from battle, who did not die, who is now laying on top of his casket, thinking about his battle strategy, as I said before, thinking about what he could do better, how he fought, how the enemy got him, how the enemy didn't get him, and how he, just how he performed. And with the Five of Swords, and it being kind of sequential, I get that it does seem like you did end up with, on the upper hand, you did win whatever battle that was. But it was still kind of unnecessary. Does that make sense? It was something that didn't have to happen. It was something that went way too far. It was something that if you thought about it differently, if you took the time to really examine, you wouldn't have this cheap arrogance, this cheap win. You did win, but it's kind of like a weird it's not a phony win. It's just, it has no robustness behind it. It wasn't like a true battle. It wasn't a true victory. Just petty ego stuff, you know? And then we have clarifying the Six of Wands, the Page of Pentacles. And the Page of Pentacles is certainly you sometimes. You could be coming up in your own reading as a page. And the page representing earth signs, representing that slow plotting energy, representing I'm going to plant that seed over here and I'm going to take care of it, and I'm going to look back in a few months, in a few years, and see that it has grown into something that is providing me with continuous blessings. So in the present position, in January 2018, coupled with your win, your victory, your birthday, it is, make sure, God, the frustration is real. Make sure that it is not in vain. And make sure that something comes of it. Make sure that you are planting a new type of endeavor. You're planting a new version of yourself so that you are growing in a way that is harmonious with your goals and with the evolution of your soul. The Page of Pentacles is a slow-moving page, and with Saturn now in your sign of Capricorn, which calls upon us to do these slow, steady steps towards growth, the Page of Pentacles is just the very beginning of that step, but you are still starting off the year on a high. Just make sure you, it's like when you get a windfall of money and it is prudent for you to invest instead of to keep spending. It's that same type of energy. So you can keep spending and keep being happy and keep getting things that you want, and kind of that feeling of resting on your laurels, or you can do that and plan for the future. Plan for the betterment of your own future. And then we have the Hermit paired with the Eight of Wands. And the Eight of Wands is a card I have not seen ever come up in any of these readings. And I'm so excited to finally have it come up. So it means quick, things coming in quick. And it's paired with this slow-moving hermit, this introspective hermit, this patient hermit. And what that is signifying is that when you do take that rest, you revitalize your plan of attack for going at life. You think about long-term growth. You think about sustaining wins and not just having cheap thrills, cheap wins, egoistic wins. Things will continue. Things will happen quickly for you, and things will happen quickly in the direction that you want them to happen. And the Hermit here, which is those Virgo tendencies, you are benefiting from being detailed, from being methodical, from being very organized, and from being earthly, to be honest. Virgo and the Page of Pentacles coming up here. And that is going to reap for you fast rewards. And the rewards could be, I feel better now. The rewards could be, that upset me in November and now it doesn't upset me anymore. The rewards could be, that person doesn't upset me anymore. But more likely, it's going to be a shift in your situation, a shift in your perspective that's going to happen quickly. After you take this for post time, you're just like, it's like you'll wake up and you'll be like, oh, I feel differently about this. Oh, okay, and now I know what to do. I'm going to do this, this, and this, this, and this. Really planning that new attack strategy, and things are going to be happening very quickly for you, whether it's career, whether it's job, whether it's your own internal resources of strength, or whether it's love. January sees you stepping back, relishing in your wins, asking yourself, how can I actually do better? Taskmaster Saturn in your sign is asking you to act with integrity. Don't act with this type of fake sincerity, that type of conceit. And it's asking you, what can you do to maintain that win, maintain the victory, and make sure that you're not ever thrown off again. And when you do that, and you ask yourself those questions, and you ask yourself, oh, what should I do next, and go within, things are happening for you in spades, and they're happening with you in a positive and rewarding direction. So that has been my reading for you, Capricorn. I just want to peek at the bottom of the deck. Two of Cups, that just occurred to me. So Two of Cups, if it's to clarify the whole thing, is that there was the introspection, the detailedness, the going within, the relying more on slow and steady wins rather than those fast, cheap ego wins, means that you are coming together with someone in a business relationship and a relationship, and there's equal give and take, whereas before it was winners and losers. This is like, no, we're on the same footing. You're not a winner, I'm not a winner, you're not a loser, I'm not a loser, we're just two humans sharing and on equal footing and getting the rewards. And then we have Mercury here, which is encapsulated by that lion, and Mercury going into your sign of Capricorn in the middle of January is going to be a fantastic time for you to make money, strike up new business partnerships, and strike up new arrangements that are going to be the Page of Pentacles, that are going to give you that long-term success. And it may seem like it's going to be slow, but it's going to happen. You'll be surprised by how quickly it grows, and how when you resolve to be patient and resolve to be, just wanting to better yourself, how quickly your life and your situations can change because of that decision. So I hope that you have enjoyed this reading. I hope that you have a fabulous birthday. Happy birthday, Capricorn. And I will see you here in February for Aquarius season. All right. Have a great day.